My name is Jered Post. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Lynden Transport. I started driving truck when I was about 18 for a construction company. I saw an opening for Milky Way, Lynden Inc., a division of Lynden Inc., and it was in Jerome, Idaho. And I was at the time living in Moses Lake, Washington, and I wanted to get out and do something different. Then I only had my Class B CDL, so I needed a Class A with doubles with Milky Way, and I went over there to actually work in the bay to start receiving the trucks and receiving the raw milk. And they convinced me to change my Class B into a Class A, so they helped me through that. And I ended up driving for them for about a year. From there, I went to Fairbanks, Alaska for Lynden Transport, and that was a fluke. I was helping my boss on his computer, and I saw a job opening, so I put in for it. He actually was on vacation at the time. I got the job there, and I started as a supervisor. I then ran the facility a few years later and oversaw the Prudhoe Bay facility. Moved my way down to Anchorage and started running that facility, and then the Vice President of Operations job came up and put in for that, and here we are. The Dock to Drive program is a unique experience for us, and it's been very successful. We've offered it in Alaska, Houston, and Washington for Lynden Transport. We have docks in these places, and the applicants come to us, and we test them out. Typically, it's going to be 6 months, and what we're doing is we're training them on the dock. We're training them for load securement and hazmat compatibilities, and how to tie down a flatbed, and what different equipment does what. We've got dry vans, reefers, low boys. We have everything. So there's a learning curve to that, and we think 6 months is about right. Within that 6 months, the applicants come to us and say, hey, I'm really interested in becoming a truck driver, a professional truck driver. So as long as they're safe on the dock and in the yard, and their attendance is up to par, and they're showing promise of being a professional truck driver, we'll enroll them in the school. And any truck driving school in the areas work. We have some relationships with some, but if there's a school closer to where the employee lives, we'll consider that too. And the requirement of the school is 160 hours of class time. And what that looks like is 40 hours for the first week. You can't work. You need to be at that school for the first 40 hours. After that, though, these schools offer 2 hours in the morning or 2 hours in the afternoon, even weekend work, that they can put in their time to complete the class. This enables the applicant to be able to work at the same time. So we all put in for a job because we need to make money, and we want to make sure that they can still provide for themselves and their families while progressing their career and getting something that they'll be able to keep for the rest of their lives. So this program is open to all current employees. If there is an employee that's currently going to a truck driving school that wants to jump on board with the Lynden team, we will absolutely consider them. There's still an application process, and there's still an interview process. But if we consider them to join our team, we will still look at covering their class and paying for their class time, even if they're already enrolled. We still require them to do 160 hours at the school. We still want them to work on the dock and work in the yard, just because there's a lot of information there that you need to experience to be a well-rounded employee and understand what really needs to happen. We just don't want these new truck drivers to go out on their own with no support and not understanding what the expectations are. So there still will be some dock time and some yard time to learn that part of the business, but we'll absolutely consider if people are already going to class, if they want to join the Lynden team, then yes, we will be paying for their class. Since we've started the program, there's been a total of 14 applicants that have gone through. Happy to say that we've already have 3 that have graduated, and they are now driving a truck for us. They are working with other drivers that have been employed with us for a long time, and we just don't want to send them out on the street on their own. It can be intimidating. So we have them, we call it shadowing the other driver. They're driving their own truck. They have their own freight to deliver, and they're following another driver around. We also have instances that our experienced driver is riding with them for a period of time. We want to make sure that the applicant is comfortable, the employee is comfortable, and that they we don't just leave them on their own island out there. The number of candidates in the program really depends on the local facility that is actually putting these guys through school, and men and women through school. And that depends on how much workload that the managers and the supervisors can take on. It's not an easy task to train a multiple number of people all at once. So we like to keep it smaller. We like to look at each facility, 2 going through the program, 2 starting the program, and then we're looking for 2 more. This way we can spend plenty of time with the employee, and we're trying to teach them how we do business so they can help us. There are some schools that we currently work with, but we're really open to any accredited facility. If somebody was already going through school and they wanted to become a part of the Lynden team, then Lynden will consider reimbursing their school costs up to $5,500. During this 6-month onboarding period, there's constant communication with the applicant, the employee, and we tell them why we need all the endorsements required to be a professional driver here with Lynden Transport. Currently, we need hazmat endorsement, tanker endorsement, and doubles endorsement, which is all paid for by the company. It's just they start understanding why they need these endorsements and what's required of them during that time. After the employee gets their CDL, we like to put them with seasoned drivers. We like them to have somebody there to ask questions with, somebody that knows the roads, knows where these drivers are going, and can introduce them to the customers as well. And we do that just so that the employee is comfortable. It can be very intimidating driving a big truck, and we want to make sure that they're comfortable doing it so they're safe doing so. And we don't want them just on their own out there. We want them to know that we care about them, that they're part of this Lynden family. The program is going great. We are really excited about this with as much interest as there has been out there on the streets. We have constant communication with these guys, but there's people coming in. We have to actually turn them away. And what's really exciting about this is that amount of Lynden companies that there are out there. We have 17 companies, and with the requirements of us supporting the new employee of getting their CDL and their credentials and their endorsements, we also explain the other Lynden companies. And we want these applicants to be able to look outside of just Lynden Transport and say, hey, do I want to operate on a hovercraft? Do I want to work for a barge line? Do I want to be a loadmaster for Lynden Air Cargo and fly Hercules airplanes around? The buzz right now with the employees that have graduated and the employees that are still going through the program has been phenomenal. The loyalty is there. They see that the company is willing to invest into their future, and so they're willing to invest into our future. And it's been a really great program. During the onboarding time with the new employees and the new applicants in the program, we like to show them not just Lynden Transport, but all of the Lynden companies. And we start off with, we have a PowerPoint that we put together. There's a video about when Lynden started back in 1954 going up the Alcan Highway. And we like to show them the opportunities out there staying with a great company that has all these different touches on different modes of transportation, that they're not just going to be a professional truck driver if they don't want to be. They can do anything within this company, and the opportunities are really out there. It's really an exciting time to join the Lynden team. It is a complete investment by the company into an employee, and it is the employee that really makes this company what it is. They're our face in front of the customers. They're safe on the road, and everything that our employees do is they do it professionally.